I would like to ask Drew and Debbie, come on up to be in the wings. You'll be the next group up. Tony, the third question is, what are the priorities in your district?
Similar to what Mike was saying, talking to door knocking, the things that I hear most are roads, which we've kind of already touched on. One thing I didn't say about the roads, there's been a bill introduced the past 2 years that I would, on the Senate side, I would like to see the House pick it up, in which when the Department of Highways is notified of a road repair, at a date certain time, if that has not been done, then that can be contracted out. And in the current derivation of the bill, it says the Department of Highways contracts it out to a private entity. I think it should go further than that. It could also allow the local government or even association of citizens to contract out, and that has been done in this county. I don't know, like Brandywine Estates have paid for their own roads to be repaved as an association. So infrastructure, we got to be on that for sure. I think that the thing that I started out with is having a voice in Charleston that is part of the majority party. And I don't care, I want it to be me, obviously, but if it's not me, I want it to be a Republican. I want it to be Gino or Scott. I want us to have a voice. And same thing across all the races. And then finally, as I mentioned earlier, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, and it can be done in Mon County. A voice for constituents, for businesses, with the county commission, and with the legislature. And I do hope that the B&O tax is repealed, but I know that's a concern for county commissions, and we would need to make sure that they're made whole, and I would make sure that they would be if I was sent.
So as far as the concerns of our district and District 78, roads we touched on, that's pretty much everybody's concern no matter where you go in West Virginia. Another one of the big ones is drug epidemic, because when I tell people that I'm a substance abuse counselor, they often share stories that they have experienced with neighbors, friends, family members, kids finding needles out in the parking lot. So I think the drug use is one of the big concerns. The homeless population as well is another big one, especially with the Bartlett House being located at the end of my street. I know that these people need a lot of help and they need a lot of services, and it's something that we need to do as a county together in conjunction with the city commissions to figure something out, because a lot of them are there because they have nowhere else to go. A lot of them are there because they're not interested in going anywhere else. So I think that is one of the biggest challenges. But as far as the priorities of my district, when I go and I talk to people and I knock on their doors and I ask them about where their heads are at as far as the conservative view, what principles do they believe in, what issues do they want focused on, a lot of them are saying the same thing, and a lot of them are tired of feeling like the leftist narrative still exists, even though we have a majority in the legislature. We have a Republican state, and yet it seems like there's nobody speaking up against some of the insanity that continues on nationally. People are worried about their kids being bombarded with leftist propaganda in schools. People are concerned with the fact that when their kids go to school, they're told to hate themselves, hate their families, hate their culture, hate their people, hate their faith. I think people really respect the fact that I'm not afraid to say that I believe in God wholeheartedly. And I think that stokes a lot of anger. I've had a lot of angry people already coming after me because I don't think that men should be able to use the same bathroom as women. And it seems like that now I have to play the role as a villain with this completely normal opinion, because the window has shifted so far left that now Republicans are playing just to not lose. I think that we need to turn the tide a little bit, and I look forward to being a very strong conservative voice in the legislature. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate your time and answering our questions. Feel free to stick around. The audience will have questions later. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. To our viewers that are on Facebook Live, again, we're watching a moderated town hall forum for candidates in Monongalia County. We have went through candidates in Senate District 13 and candidates in House District 78. Up next, we will hear from candidates in House District 82, Drew Talbot and Debbie Warner. If you're watching us on Facebook, please give us a like. Please give